welcome back to the Terriers TV. We're back with another video for the preview of Huddersfield Town versus Nottingham Forest. Unfortunately, there's only me today. Most of the boys are a bit busy. I decided, obviously, we didn't record like the day before. We are recording this on the day of the upload, which will be Friday. I'm recording this at like, 2:30, 3 o'clock. So yeah. I'm not too well actually. I've got a sore throat, but it ain't COVID. But I'll be fine. I've had it for a few days now, but I'm starting to get over it. I will be going to the match tomorrow. I feel mostly fine. My voice is a bit croaky, but we'll be fine. Please like, subscribe, turn notifications on so you don't miss when we upload, and we'll get straight into the video. We're just going to do a short one today, guys, but we'll talk about the game. Obviously, Nottingham Forest recently sat their manager Chris Ewan, obviously a very experienced manager. He's got some good records in the Championship. Obviously, went up with Brighton a few years ago when Town went up and finished second, and stayed up with Brighton. Obviously, then got sacked. But really good record in the Championship. Went to Forest, didn't do well last season. Really kept him up. And then obviously this season they sit bottom of the table with 1 point. They've conceded in every game they've played. It looks on paper like Town should really win this game, but obviously, of course, I'm confident for the game. I've not really got any I don't feel like there's any chance of us losing this game. People will say, "Oh yeah, but they've just, the manager's gone." Obviously, they probably won't have a coach in time. I'm recording this today and they haven't got one, so obviously there's a few rumours of people like John Terry, Chris Wilder, but until then, I think it'll be the assistant manager taking the role on. So they'll have a little bit of a boost. Maybe first half it might be quite tight, maybe 0-0, and then second half like against Blackpool, we'll just they'll open up and we'll score some goals. Obviously, Nottingham Forest are better defensively than they are at scoring goals. So I think for Town it's just about being cautious at the back, not putting too many men forward. We don't want to get carried away. But in terms of Forest's attacking threats, they haven't got a lot. Obviously, Forest this season have gone 1-0 up twice, but gone on to lose. Obviously, hopefully we don't concede at all. Obviously, another clean sheet would be really good against a team that we should be beating anyway. And yeah, obviously going on to our result, obviously we won 3-0. Obviously, if you've not watched the review video for that against Blackpool, then go check it out. It was me and that was Bobby and Josh. So go check that out. And yeah, so that game was really good. First half, though, like I said about the Forest game, it could be very tight. Obviously, it was very tight against the Blackpool in the first half. We did create. I can't remember one chance we created. We had one really late chance in the 45th minute where Sanani hit a shot and it deflected and nearly went in. Keeper were kind of froze to the spot, so if it were on target, it would have gone in. Second half, though, Blackpool opened up. The teams that you should be beating, teams like Blackpool, they're always going to open up. They're not going to sustain 90 minutes. They somehow did it against Fulham, but there were no match for us in the second half, and we got 3 goals in 15 minutes, I think it was. So we really, we pushed for for 15 minutes and got 3 goals, and could have had maybe a few more. But obviously a good result. It's going to be the same against Forest. Hard to break down in the first 20, 25 minutes. And then obviously, as we get further into the game, it's going to be, maybe easier to score. And yeah, obviously watching Carl's preview at the moment, there's no injuries we need to know about. It says a few players have got knocks, but he doesn't want to mention who they are. But I don't think it'll be out too major. Obviously, he said it wasn't bad. He just said he didn't want to name names. And obviously, Rhodes and Pippa still out, but Pippa is, on a good recovery. So hopefully we can see him back in the squad soon because, Turton is shocking, and I'd rather have Colwell at centre back. So, when he has to play right back, yeah, he's still good, but I'd rather have him at centre back. But then again, having Lees and Pearson at back is working really well at the moment because, Lees has been really good every time he's played. So obviously that's good for him. But, we've been playing really well lately. The Stoke game was a bit of a blip. It kind of showed us where we are and where we can realistically finish. We lost to a good team, obviously, but we're still, hanging about in that top 8 area. Obviously, we're 6th at the moment. But we have got a bit of close competition at the moment. Obviously, us and Coventry both sit in the top 6. We're both kind of dark horses. No one expected us to be there. Probably, well, obviously, more people expected Coventry to be up there than us. But yeah, obviously, I think that Stoke game kind of showed us where we are at. But the thing I was watching Benjamin Bloom the other day on his review show, and yeah, we're not beating the big teams, but like he said, if you can beat all the teams below you and around you, you're going to finish easily, mid-table or a bit higher. So I think for us, we're doing that really well. We're beating the teams below us, and I don't think we'd lose to any of the bottom, at the bottom 14. I don't think we'd lose to any of them. So obviously that's really positive because last season, we were losing to more of the teams at the bottom than we were at the top. But yeah, so we'll move on to the player ratings now. Not player ratings, my lineup. Basically the same as last game. Nichols, Toff, Pearson, Lees, Colwell, Hogg, O'Brien, Sinani, Karoma, Sob Thomas, and Odebeku. Obviously, there's only one change I've made there, which is pretty expected, which is Ward out, Odebeku in. Ward, I gave him a 4 against Blackpool because that first half, I'm not saying anyone played particularly well first half, but he didn't try to get the ball. It felt a bit like he couldn't be asked, and I didn't really see anything from him in that game. He's only had one good game this season against Reading. Apart from that, he's been pretty crap. So I'm gonna start Odebecker. He needs to start a game now. I think he's ready. He's come off the bench a few times in games. Obviously, he came on against Stoke, but the game was already done. Obviously, came against Blackpool, and the game was already done. So obviously, not much he could do in them games. But a start against a team like Forest will be good for him. Obviously, it is maybe a bit risky because we don't know what Forest are going to bring to the table just after the manager's been sacked. But listen, he needs to start at the end of the day, and he deserves one. If anything, Ward didn't. He ain't playing well at the moment. He hasn't played well all season. He's had one good game, and then other options we have obviously Rhodes out, I think Campbell's out. So, there's no excuses now. I think Cobran needs to start him. I think he will start him, hopefully. We're playing Forest. Hopefully starts him. If he doesn't, then I think it's a bit of a stupid decision. Obviously, the rest of the team is the same. Obviously, hopefully we'll see, a game where I think Sorba, in front of the home fans, has been playing, obviously, last time we were at home, he had a great match. So, obviously, hopefully back in front of the fans tomorrow, he can do another, can have a good performance. Obviously, Karoma with he'll do the hell of confidence to get that goal against Blackpool. Obviously, probably goal of the week in my opinion. So obviously that'll do his confidence really well, and obviously hopefully he can push on and have another good game against a team that he'll be suited to where he can definitely have a good game. Same with other players. I think O'Brien, he will run the midfield tomorrow. I think it's one of them games. Forest are going to be weak in the midfield. They're not confident at all. So I think we're going to be very dominant in the middle. I think we've got Hogg and O'Brien in the middle who are just amazing at what they do. And against Blackpool, they were winning every 50-50 in the middle, which was really good to see second half. I mean, first half, we struggled a bit, but second half, it was great from both. So hopefully, we can get the result. And yeah, I don't have a lot else to say, guys. I think that'll be the end of the video. If you've liked the video, please like and subscribe. I think as I'm recording this, we're on 99 subs, so if you can get us to 100, it only takes one click if you like the content. So please subscribe. We'll be back on Sunday for the match reaction. Hopefully, Town will bring the 3 points home. Well, not home. We'll just get the 3 points. Obviously, I don't know where 3 points will put us in the table, depending on other results. But another 3 points would see us move on to 16 points. So it would be really good to get on to 16 points this early in the season, especially for Town, obviously, over the last few seasons. So obviously, we've had a really good start so far. May that continue tomorrow. So, like I said, please like and subscribe, guys. Comment your thoughts on the game, your lineups, all that jazz. And we'll see you guys in the next video.